hours debating Tanakh from a Christian perspective. The prophets are on the level of importance almost close to the Mishnah. And the Mishnah is actually more important because there's laws in the Mishnah that are obligatory. There's no law in the prophets that's obligatory.
Right. No, that's fair enough. I mean, yeah, I know of Tovia Singer. I've watched, a bunch of his videos. He's pretty great at what he does. But I think he debates because they use the same scriptures to try and prove what they believe.
I think he has a chip on his shoulder, and I think anyone who donates money to the counter-missionary movement is throwing their money away. There's no threat of Christians converting Jews, okay? There's absolutely no threat. The biggest threat in the Jewish world is atheism, and no one is throwing money towards that. 54% of born Jews identify as atheists. That's the biggest threat. I actually wish every atheistical Jew would convert to Christianity than remain an atheist, right? And for some reason, people think, they see Jews for Judaism and, oh my God, they're trying to convert us. They're not successful. And the Jews they do convert, I'm glad they convert to Christianity than remain atheists, assuming they were atheists. I mean, if they're a traditional Israeli Jew, stay Jewish, right? But if you're an atheistical Jew, become a Christian or a Muslim, an ethical Christian or Muslim.
Yeah. I don't know the statistics about, how many successful cases there have been of Jews converting to Christianity. I do know a couple personally. But I guess, that's really just going to be mainly your opinion versus his, though.
Okay. I think things in life either confirm the obvious or are typically wrong. Okay.
Again, with Christianity, it's obviously a lot easier to, I guess, do what Tobias Singer is doing as opposed to against atheists.
Here, listen. What you shouldn't do is destroy someone's faith and not give them an alternative, a viable alternative to the faith you're destroying. Tovia Singer makes more atheists than converts and more Karaites than Noites. So he works, his mission actually hurts the world. If he would say, I'm going to destroy your religion, but you know what? After I destroy it, I'm going to welcome you to my religion. That's beautiful. He destroys your religion and he gives them nothing in return. That's stupid. The average person who becomes a Noite ends up becoming atheist, okay? Or becomes a Karaite. It's such a stupid movement. Now, if his goal was to, in some way, water down Christianity and bring people to Judaism, then that would make more sense. So he has a chip on his shoulder that he just, I guess, embodies years and years of anti-Christian sentiments. But his goal is not to make the world a better place, but just to make Jews feel good for years and years of Christian anti-Semitism.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I haven't watched all of his videos, so I obviously can't comment. I can say that I believe I've heard him a few times after he basically does what he does of trying to destroy Christianity, then saying, my Christian brothers and sisters, please, it's time to, I don't know, I'm just paraphrasing, accept the God of Israel and, go to your synagogue and learn about him. And so...
We're not synagogue because non-Jews aren't welcome in the synagogue.
Oh, go to whatever he says. Again, I was just paraphrasing. I thought that was kind of what he was going for.
But the average rabbi doesn't know what a Noite is. So if someone walks into a synagogue and says, "I want to be a Noite," they'll be like, "What's that?" You either want to convert or you leave.
Right.
It's so perplexing because I think you have to be taught this, that we don't encourage people to become Jewish. What do we expect people to do, especially if we're going to attack their religion? It just makes absolutely no sense. And it makes no sense that they fight me tooth and nail and they defame me up and down. Not that, I feed off this, okay? The more they push, the more I push back, right? But I could see why most people stay down after they get hit, right? I'm proud to be a convert. Like, if I found out tomorrow that my mother was Jewish, I would lie and say that I'm a convert to tell everyone that if I could do it, you could do it, okay? Because one of my main goals in life is to de-ethnicize Judaism, to wash out the bad blood and bring some purpose back into this religion. Because the people who are running it, the average person, not every Orthodox Jew, but probably around 90%, misrepresents Judaism and makes, God look bad to the rest of the world. And especially on TikTok, unfortunately, especially on TikTok.